Alright, Space Zeus here with a review, my second review of Comicsgate books. This one will be of Kordrath The Reckoning by Andy Smith. I got this one around the same time I got Malin's Omega Storm. And this is a sword and sorcery fantasy book. Or like I prefer to call it, He-Man and the Masters of the Thundercats. This is a love letter to, hey Abby. This is a love letter to every single child of the 80s who wanted to take his Warlord figures or his He-Man figures and chop up everything and have them kill each other. This is violent, fun. Signed. He signed it, by the way. Everybody signed it. And covered in gore, and is more or less a D&D campaign with characters right out of the old Warlord comics and He-Man. But there's a lot of Conan in here as well. This character right here, Kordrath, has quite a bit of the Conan pedigree going on. He's accompanied by this cleric, and they live in a fantasy world right out of a D&D campaign. And the art is by Smith. It's excellent. It's very good. You got these, right in the beginning is a big old battle, and it's nice and brutal, with the characters chopping each other up. He does not hold back on the violence, much like Malin. And here's this guy's head chopped in half. And the story is pretty basic. It is more or less a D&D quest. The characters go from one place to the next, get into little adventures, run afoul of this lady, a necromancer / demon chick, and this other guy called a Necro Knight. Let's see if we can find a good shot of him without spoiling anything. It is the Necro Knight, who's kind of the big bad. He looks amazing. All the characters look like toys. They look like they would make incredible figures, and and they look like the toys I would have played with as a kid. There is a lot of here. This is a big monster here. He winds up having a big old fight with. There's a lot of heavy metal and what is fire and ice going on here, and that the tone is almost nihilistic, but it's good fun. And we got magical. Oh yeah, they all get magical items, just like in a D&D campaign. And there's even a little bit at the end that is very D&D. You even there's a little backstory, which with some incredible art right here. Look at that. Some incredible art here. And there's another thing he does in this book which I found amusing, is that his female lead. I mean, if as a kid, every teenage boy fantasized about the female character from their favorite show, TV show, cartoon, comic book, seeing them naked. Not only do you see her naked, not only do you see it, you see everything with her. So this is not for children. This is very much a rated R comic, full of what makes sword and sorcery. The writing, this one suffers from something that, at least in the beginning, in the first bit of it, that Malin's Omega Storm doesn't suffer with. From Malin's Omega Storm, his characters all sound completely different. Each character has their own voice, has their own way of talking, their own cadence, everything. In the beginning of this, the characters all sound the same. But it's only in the beginning. There seems to be a few issues, especially right here in this little tell-all that describes the world. There seems to be some grammar issues here. And then the voices sound very much alike. Now, it is a barbarian storyline, so you expect them to sound a little monotone, or a little, simple. and they do. They sound like D&D characters. But this kind of gets fixed as the book continues. So the bad guys don't. By the second half of the book, I either got used to it, or the way, or the writer found his voice. So because it got better. The and the Thundercats element and this dude right here shows up towards the end. The big bad appears. Reminds me of a cross between Skeletor and Mumra, which is not a bad thing. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so that's what this is. A love letter to the 80s comics, cartoons, toys, and it's very effective. And a couple little niggles with the writing, but it's still loads of fun, man. You don't come on. You don't really go to Sword and Sorcery to read Macbeth. You go to Sword and Sorcery for people to get chopped up and good versus evil and all that fun stuff. And you're gonna get it plenty in this, with amazing art and amazing brutal violence and all the good fun you're gonna find in something like Fire and Ice or Conan. So yeah, that's my review of Kordrath The Reckoning. Yeah, you can get your hands on this. It is absolutely worth it. It's quite good. And before anyone says I love everything CG, no, I didn't like this. And I'm not going to bother reviewing it. I'm just going to tell you that he really should have kept David Williams. Anyhow, this is quite good. And I'll continue with these. I'll do another review, possibly of the 2 Wraith of Gods within a week or two. Space Zeus out.